Who are we looking at here? Oh, okay.
You ready?
Okay.
Here with UC San Diego head coach Eric Newman. To his right is today's starting pitcher Dan Kolodin, senior right-hander. To his left is senior catcher Brett Levy. Coach Newman, if you could please start off with some general comments about today's game, please.
Well, I think the story of the game is, our team offensively just, we fought really hard, did a great job, and Dan obviously came out and, pitched his tail off for us for 6 innings. That was a big start for us. We needed that. We just talked about, we talked yesterday about not being done, about wanting to play more baseball. And when you're in that situation, you got to rely on your seniors. You got to rely on your seniors, and these two guys right here, along with Eric Lewis and some of the other guys, they did a great job of just leading us to this point where here we are going to Monday.
Coach, it's the postseason, and you guys played clean baseball today, and you certainly capitalized on some mistakes on the other side. How big is that at this time of year?
Well, I think this time of year, obviously, mistakes get compounded, and you really want to try to capitalize on those. And we saw yesterday some of the mistakes we made, were capitalized against us. And I think that's just baseball at this time of the year. You've got to be clean. You got to play sharp. You got to mentally just stay focused and trust what you're doing. And I got to give these guys a lot of credit. I mean, we talked all week about our mental preparation. That's what we focused on. And what I'm seeing is just a great response from the players, and I'm really proud of the effort that we're putting into it.
Yeah, and you've made some pressure starts to this program before, probably none bigger than today, potentially being your last day as a Triton. 6 shutout innings for you. Talk about your day, please.
For me to be successful, I've just got to take the game one pitch at a time, and whether I'm starting or I'm relieving, it's the same thing. It's the same formula for success, and I felt like today I did a really good job of just executing one pitch at a time and not letting the game get away from me at all at any point, and just executing one pitch at a time.
Brett, we're always used to seeing your solid defense, always a bonus when you're producing offensively, and 2 big 2-strike, 2-out RBI singles for you in your first 2 plate appearances today. Talk about your day at the plate, please.
It's kind of like what Dan's saying. It's just taking one pitch at a time, not trying to do too much, especially when runners are in scoring position. Try not to, try to do too much. Just stick to our plan that we have, that we, work on, that we've worked on all year, and just try to get a pitch to hit and put a good swing on it.
Now, this was the 13th school record, 13th shutout for this program for this year. I suspect you caught a majority of it, Brett. Talk about your teammate here, Dan Kolodin, today, and the other 3 guys that came in for him.
Yeah, he did a great job. Just came out attacking, making his pitches. Never backed off. We had a couple of times runners were on, and he just stuck his nose in it and kept making one pitch at a time. So did a great job. And then we're fortunate we're able to hand it off to some really good guys in the back end too. And like they always do, they came in and shut it down.
Coach, now we're not used to seeing you make those mound visits. It seemed like a key point in today's game. 3rd inning, Dan hit the leadoff batter, threw a ball to the next batter, and then out you came. What did you say, and how did you feel like, obviously Dan settled in after that.
I don't really remember what I said. I just know that there's times when you just need to put your arms around a guy and say, let it fly, man. It's okay. Just, slow the game down and trust what you're doing and trust everything you put into it. And I don't normally make the mound visits. Normally Coach Avila did, but I felt very convicted that I needed to say something, that it needed to be me. And so, it's only the 2nd mound visit I've made all year, and maybe only the 2nd mound visit I've made in my entire head coaching career. But I've done a few of them in the past. So I felt very confident in what I wanted to say and the message I wanted to give Dan in that moment. And but there's no magic. He had the ball in his hand. He went out and did it. So there's no credit. I don't take any credit for that. I said what I needed to say, and then he took it from there.
Dan, what do you recall from that visit and just your performance before and after?
He came out. He put his hands on my shoulders and he just said, "You're fine. You're doing everything all right. Just get back to getting one pitch at a time. You're doing a great job. And you don't need to do anything different here now that there's a runner on base. Just keep getting back to one pitch at a time. You're going to be fine."
Finally, Coach, through to the final day of the West Regional for a 2nd straight year. You know what day you're playing. You know what time. You know who you're playing. You need 2 wins on Monday. Look forward for us, please.
We need one. We're taking them one at a time. That's what we talked about after the first loss, and after we got to, I think yesterday we just talked about, hey, you know, we caught a break there with Dixie, you know, with what they did, beating Pomona, because it made it a little easier for everybody not having to win 5 games. But, you know, hey, I mean, there's 3 good teams left in this tournament, really good teams that are all very capable of winning this thing. Our job is to just go out and play good baseball again the next time we get the opportunity.
Thank you, guys.